Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. Hello, Mandy. Nice to see you. I hope you can see us okay. Thanks for popping on, guys. It's 8 o'clock on a Thursday evening. And my name's Heather. I'm the Songbird Stamper. And I'm here with a little bit of caroling mice. I loved this when I saw it in the catalogue. Firstly, I want you to admire my new desk covering, which is contact paper from B&Q. There are other DIY shops available. But yeah, this is new to me, so hopefully I'm going to keep it nice and tidy because I'm a bit messy, as you might know. So yeah, I thought we'd have a bit of a play with the caroling mice. Hey, Anne-Marie, nice to see you. And I struggled. I'm not going to lie, I really, really struggled. I don't know why. To make something with this, I mean, I made a couple of things, and they're really nice cards, but they're just not. I don't know. It wasn't singing to me. So I'll show you what I've actually made first. So this is what I went for, and I just did some really kind of basic colouring. Obviously, I'm in Stampin' Blends course mode at the moment, so only 14 days, 2 weeks left until we start that. 4 places still available if you want to join us for that one. All the details are over on my website. But yeah, so I made this one just literally simple colouring, embossing, and a sentiment. I love it, and I think if you're making Christmas cards, this is the kind of thing you'd want to make to send, because the colouring takes time, but the rest of it is just quite quick to produce. So I went from this. Hi Anita, nice to see you. And then I thought, well, I want more. I want a bit more on here. So then I went to this, which again, it's nice. It's nice. Oh, this, yes, it's so lovely. It's new to me, this, Mandy. And could I work up? I'm a musician as well, would you believe it? Could I work out which way up it went? No, it took me ages to figure out which way up, because the actual embossing folder is upside down. So I'll show you that in a sec. But anyway, this is the other card. Thanks, Anne-Marie. But yeah, do you know what? I still wasn't happy with it. You know what it's like sometimes, don't you? This is the Merriest Moments stamp set. And the Caroline Mice Fussy Cut, just kind of. So I feel like I went from the sublime to the ridiculous. I went from very, very plain and simple to let's throw the kitchen sink at it. And this card that we're going to make tonight is completely different. I went for a different colour, and I think sometimes that can really help. Just the colour that you choose. A piece of cardstock. And I've got a piece of. Do you know how I tell the difference between thin and thick? Because they're quite similar. Hold it at the corner. You can't really see. Just hold the same size piece at the corner, and the one that bends down the furthest is the thin, and the one that doesn't bend much at all is the thick. That's the only way I can tell these days. Just to hold it at the corner. Yeah, the kitchen sink version. It is a little bit kitchen sinky, isn't it? Hey Claire, nice to see you. So I now know that's my thick and that's my thin. So I'll make the card base first, seeing as we're here. So 14.5 by 21, scored in half at 10.5. Hey Debbie, nice to see you. It's a lovely set, this one, isn't it? Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I've seen some lovely things done with it. Really nice. I can't remember who it was. A really nice card made by somebody who watercoloured it all with a watercolour background. Looked fab. So there's our card base. Pop that to one side because I know what I'm like and I'll get it all messy. Where are you from? Kelowna, British Columbia in Canada. I love this. I love YouTube and the fact that you just literally are speaking to people from all over the world. So this is 10 by 14 for our kind of base card. And this is what I'm going to emboss using the, I don't know what it's called, Melody embossing folder. I don't even know where my catalogue's gone. I'm a terrible demonstrator. Where is my catalogue? Up here. So love the embossing folders in the back of the catalogue. I will show it to you properly as well. Don't worry. Just there we go. So it's this one here, Merry Melody 3D embossing folder, and that is it, with the gorgeous notes and things on. So you'd often think that this is the right way up. The Stampin' Up logo on the front, this is going to be the right way up for your embossing folder. However, can you see just down this side here where the stave is, and you've got your bass clef and your treble clef? So actually, that's the right way up. So when you emboss your piece, you want to put it in that way up, and then all the notes will be the right way up. Because that blew my mind. Like I say, and I'm a musician, so I had to go with the rests. There's a couple of rests in here as well. I don't know if you can see them. And I know that that's the way up that one goes. So let's run that through the embossing folder, and cut and emboss machine. Because it's a 3D embossing folder, all you need is your base plate, your embossing folder, which you always run through with the hinged edge going through the machine, and then your grey plate on top, your embossing plate. And that's the way up we want to go. And then I thought, let's go blue. Starry sky. I used this for last week's YouTube live actually. So we did some treat bags, and I'm just going to do a bit of blending using my blending brush to begin with. So I'm just going to pick up the ink, and I'm just going to go round the edges. And you can go as dark or as light as you want. I'm going to go fairly dark on the edges. But as I always say, you can always add ink, but you can't take it away. I'm leaving this white bit in the middle white. So just being quite mindful to keep to the edges. It really brings out those notes, I think. You can really see that embossing on there. So what's everybody been up to today then? Had a nice day? Hope so. What's the weather been? The weather's been nice here, and we had a barbecue actually this evening. Fish, vegetables, and Mediterranean. Fish, potatoes, and Mediterranean vegetables cooked on a barbecue. Yum. It's one of our go-to barbecue meals. Yeah, really, really nice to sit outside. Well, I haven't done much today. I've had a bit of a mental block with my crafting. Oh, this is a gorgeous blue colour, isn't it, Debbie? The starry sky. And then I'm just going to go round and round in circles. So again, I really don't want to come all the way into the centre. But I do want to just blend that in. And there's enough ink residual on here. It doesn't hold a massive amount of ink, but there is enough residual ink there for me just to get that nice blend. Keeping that blue on the outside. So again, blue and silver. Blue and silver today. Then I've got the stamp set. So let's bring in. Oh, that's thick. Again, I just can't tell. Colouring hippos, lots of flowers with blends. Oh, Mandy. Love colouring in. It really is so chilled, isn't it? And this is a fab stamp set for it. So that's your big stamp there. It's a really good size, that one. And I'm going to stamp in grey, basic grey. It's quite a thick lined stamp set. So the black looked lovely, but I just thought it might be, for this, a bit better to go with the grey. And my black's running out, so. And then we've got one of the lampposts. These are all going to be fussy cut. And then I've got a little stamp from this one, the All Bundled Up. It's quite similar. I'm just going to use this little dude down here because it's quite a similar line art style. So those are the 3 images that we're going to use. Which flowers were you colouring in, Monday? Which flowers were you using? Been to Midhurst. Oh, do you know what? I haven't been to Midhurst for a long time, Anita. I must go again. Well, again, yeah. Well, when I was a kid, I think I went last. Long time ago. Right. So we're going to have a bit of a colour in with these. I haven't got my pens out yet, but let's pick the neutrals to begin with. So I'm going to go for grey granite, dark and light, and crumb cake, dark and light. So I'll show you the, oh, do you know what? I used that stamp set today as well, the hand pen stamp set, ready for copper and card coming up. So this is grey granite, same grey granite. These 2 are crumb cake, and these 2 are in bronze and one of the darker skin tones. Work beautifully. But I'm just going to keep this quite light, so I'm going to go with the crumb cake and the grey granite. Those 2. Thank you, Claire. So light crumb cake and dark crumb cake. This is what's going to take the time this evening. But you know I love my colouring in. At some point I will move away from it. I'm sure. Like, I'll never fall out of love with it, but on these videos I am aware I do a lot of blends colouring. But you know, that's just me. I just love it. Years ago, you saw Prince Charles playing polo. Wow. My mum used to work at Cowdrey Golf Course. Long time ago. Actually, it wasn't all that long when you think about it. So the little hands, it's easy to forget little bits. A little bit of dark, and then going in with the light. Ah, hello, Emma. How you doing? All right. For your Friday evening. Friday's the new Thursday and all that. My week starts tomorrow night. I've got a bit of overtime coming up, Friday and Saturday night. So, yeah, go back to work. I've had about 3 weeks off. I took some leave. I'm very lucky with my job. You can take the way the shifts fall. I mean, I had to take six lots of 12 hours off, so it was a big chunk of my leave. But I just felt I needed some proper time out, and yeah, ready to go back tomorrow. Tomorrow night. Tomorrow's gonna be a busy day. I've got class tomorrow morning, and I've got gardening group in the afternoon, and then I'm off to work in the evening. So Saturday should be mainly resting. So I'm just giving those some depth with those pens there. You've had all week. Oh, lovely, Emma. I think, do you know what? I think actually sometimes when you don't have a lot. Like I've just had 3 weeks off. Actually, I kind of probably haven't made the most of it. When you only have a week off, I think you really do make the most of it. But yeah, I've just been trying to. I haven't really managed to rest a great deal though, sadly, or done anything, which is odd. No, I have done quite a lot. Oh, the mice are so sweet, aren't they? Half watching whilst also driving. Well, I hope watching. Oh, diving. I thought you said driving, Louise. I was like, I hope someone else is driving. I have done that in the past. Been on the phone while someone else is driving. But no, you're watching the diving, which is better. Yeah, I mean to watch the hockey. Again, I haven't watched any of the Commonwealth Games. And I did this with the Wimbledon. I sat down to watch Wimbledon one Monday and then realised it finished on the Sunday. So I'm always behind. Generally behind in life, I feel. Oh, you've got this weekend off. Really looking forward to it. Yes, so no karting for you this weekend. Brilliant. Lots of crafting instead. So just a little bit of shading on those two. And then we'll bring in the grey granite, I think, for this third one. Oh, hey, Lisa. Not a problem. I'm glad you popped on, though. Thank you for joining us. And we've got some caroling mice here tonight. I was saying really early on I struggled. So I'm just going to I'll show you because we've got a few new people. These are the two I made. And I kind of started with this one and I was like, oh, I love it. But, do you know, it's just a little bit plain, which is probably ideal if you're batch making Christmas cards. But I wanted something a bit more. So then I went for the kitchen sink and threw everything at it. And I like it. It's not very cohesive, is it? It's just a little bit of everything thrown in. But I mean, don't get me wrong, I still really like it. Lovely card. But it wasn't quite right for what I wanted to do today. So we've got something a bit different, and this is where we're going with this. Bit of blue, bit of colouring. We'll see what it turns into. So dark grey granite. Love Wimbledon. I didn't watch any, Anita. Not a single second of it. And then I sat down on Monday I turned the telly on and I was like, right, I'm going to watch some Wimbledon. I'm going to treat myself. And then realised that it finished. The final was on Sunday. So there you go. So I'll probably do the same with the games as well. When do they finish? I might watch some on Saturday after work. So a bit of the dark, a bit of the light. This light pen has had a lot of use recently in my nib. I must have caught it on something. It's just starting to fray, which is a shame because I love this. I have got a new one, but I'm reluctant to use it while this one still works. So I haven't decided what colours we're going to go for their clothing yet. I did the other two in Regals. Really liked working with those. Don't often pull them out actually. But yeah, really, really nice. That was the one I did first. That was pumpkin pie, old olive, real red, blackberry bliss, balmy blue. And then I just got rid of the orange because I thought it would clash with the red. But I think we're going to need some form of starry sky in here. So totally undecided where I'm going with this. I might go starry sky. I might even bring a bit of pink in. Should we have polished pink? Is that mad? Polished pink. Starry sky light and dark. Just to match our background. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. To match our background. I'm just kind of thinking. You were told a couple of hours ago why were you at work? You'd booked the week off on annual leave. Oh dear, Claire. So have you cancelled your annual leave now? Now you've come to work. Should we just keep with these in colours? Parakeet Party. Feeling like that could work. How many colours did I use on the first one? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colours. Don't have to use 5, but we could go pale papaya. You enjoy watching I so enjoy watching your colour roll on the blends course. I am so looking forward to the blends course. Genuinely excited. Just a couple more things to do to finalise everything. But yeah, we are ready to roll, I think. Well, I've got some colours out. Let's just go with it and see what happens. Let's go with it and see. So I'm going to do the main coat in the front in the Starry Sky to begin with, I think. It's just, it's such a quiet course to run, but it's fascinating. I love watching everyone learning. So this is the dark Starry Sky. Which is actually really dark. Lovely colour though. Just mindful of it on the grey because I've stamped in grey ink here, not black. Okay. And then blend that out to light. As I fall deathly silent in the zone of my colouring. And that is exactly what happens to a lot of people. So the light is really nice if you can keep those single coat areas and you get that real depth. But I need to go back in while it's still wet. So I can't talk for too long. You get that real depth between the light and the dark there. Oh, this is a lovely stamp set. Really, really nice. So I'm going to go pink. I'm wondering if I might regret this. Message the manager to see if you could change your holiday days. Yes, I think that's a good idea. Oh, hey, Andriana. Nice to see you. Sneaking a peek whilst cooking. Oh, wow. We eat at like 4 o'clock. I've never known anybody to eat that early in the day, but, you know, it is what it is. What did you have? What were you having for tea, rather? So this is the polished pink. This dries differently to what you can see when you first lay it down. So it's a bit neon when you first lay it down, but it does go a little bit more muted. It's a bit squeaky. Ah, thank you, Anita. Bit squeaky pen. I wonder whether it's just starting to run out, this one. They don't last forever, which is sad. Not the amount I use them anyway. A little bit pink. I'm going to do this scarf pink as well. What else have we got? We've got the I think I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna test it. This is the Parakeet Party. Love the pink and blue. Yeah, me too. I'm just seriously hoping this works. We are going bright for these caroling mice. Max and cheese, maple glazed pork chocolate chips and oh my god. My son request, if he was my daughter, I'd be doing pregnancy tests on him. Yeah, that's an odd combination of food. Mac and cheese, maple glazed pork, and chunky chips and gravy. Each to their own, I suppose. Sounds yummy though. It sounds really yummy. Right, so I'm going to do this dude's coat in the green. This is now a girl with a bright green coat and a pink scarf. I'm just doing a little bit of shading underneath the carol sheets that they've got in their hands. I'm starting to wish I'd tested my colour combination earlier, but we'll see. So some you don't get quite as depth of shading, but you can definitely see the difference between the light and the dark. You can see it on the camera, I think, as well. Oh, hey Louise. Good evening, good evening. Nice to see you. I hope everything's okay, doing well. So red coat, sorry, pink, purple coat, no, green coat. Sorry if you missed it. Are you using card or the thicker card? This is just the basic white, thin basic white, just the normal card, this one. So he had matching hat and scarf, and he had matching hat and scarf. It's just what colours do I do? I'm going to go orange, dark pale papaya. Might not be vibrant enough, given the intensity of these other colours. We'll give it a go. Yeah, this is just, I don't normally colour on the thick. There's just no need to. The thick and the thin both colour beautifully, but the thick is just reserved in this house for the card bases. That's the only thing I use thick for. Or if I'm making a box, something where it just needs that structure and stability. This is, other than that, I just use thin card. I mean, it bleeds through horribly, but it doesn't matter because you're never going to colour directly onto the thing that you want to make. You just can't with alcohol markers. You just need to accept that part of the property of them is that they will bleed, and actually if they don't bleed, it means you haven't got a good enough coverage to get that nice blend. Cheesy chips with gravy, is it? Yes, we used to have chips and gravy all the time up north. It is a northern delicacy. Good, thank you. Yes, I am good, thank you, Louise. Yeah, I'm really well. Had a bit of a loss of my crafting mojo. Oh, he needs a pink hat too, or she does. Yeah, I had a little bit of a loss of my crafting mojo this week, which is a bit sad, but I think it come back. It always seems to come back, like when I don't need it to. When I'm forced to create something, I'm like, I can't do it. And then just out of nowhere, back it comes. It happens to all of us. I know it does. And I think the thing is, you just got to accept it, which is hard. And you just, when it's there, you've just got to roll with it and make the most of it. So this is just fresh freesia. Gorgeous, gorgeous colour. We've just stayed with all the in colours, which I think is quite fun. I don't know why I've not coloured the sleeve in there. Or the tails. Goodness me. Okay, so we just need to do a few touch-up bits. And then we're getting there. So we've got a pink hat, sorry. You've been busy when you can with your craft fair mates. We've been playing with vintage Christmas from the new year. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the tails. Thank you, Debbie. Totally forgot to colour the tails in. And his foot. Oh, no, that's the tail again as well. Yeah. Yeah, you've just got to kind of switch. And that's one of the things I like about crafting is that actually if you lose your mojo in one area, you just move to something else, don't you? You know, there's lots of things that we can do. I too need to get going on my craft fair mates, actually. And the sleeve there as well. So we've got a few touch-up bits to do. So this is light pink, light polished pink, just to blend that out. Parakeet Party, dark Parakeet Party for the sleeve here. And then what have we got? Crumb Cake. So this is the light. And the dark. Basic grey, grey granite over there. So I'm going to colour the lamppost in grey granite as well. Oh, when do I have my craft fair? My craft fair is normally in March and October. I do 2 a year. Love doing them. What kind of things do I make? Well, all on my YouTube channel. I've got a series of kind of craft fair bits and bobs that I did last year. So post-it note holders, treat boxes, notebooks. It's like stationery sets, exploding candles, all sorts. And sometimes I do well and sometimes I don't do so well. And but I do advertise the classes at the craft fair as well. That's always good. So I'm just sticking with the grey granite purely because that's what I've got there. And I think we might do a nice starry sky bow. See if I can do a nice starry sky bow. Oh, November. Awesome. Just in time for Christmas. So I'm just going in with these bits under there. They're going to be dark. And then those bits, I'll try and blend those out to the light. And then these bits in here will be dark as well. I'm just going to go for this full light. It's too small an area, really, to try and blend. I think that works. I think that works. Sometimes it's potluck. It absolutely is potluck if it goes well. Oh, you're welcome, Louise. I'm so glad you worked. Yeah, they always sell well for me, post-it note holders, must admit. Always. Right, so I've got light crumb cake. And I'm just going around the edges of these carol sheets. And then I'm going to grab the colour lifter. And just blend that into the white. Just to make them look a little bit like old-fashioned paper. You can't really see it on camera. You can't really see it in real life, but all the little details are what bring a piece alive. Yes, and a yellow for the light, definitely. Definitely, Debbie. I need to get the other box out for that. And the bird needs colouring in as well. Every time I think, oh, we're nearly there. I think, no, we're not. So let's get a yellow. I think we need a Daffodil Delight. Yellow. what have I got here? Dark Daffodil Delight and Light Daffodil Delight. So a light will often be darkest in the centre. And then radiating out to light. I've actually just left those edges, really, really thin edges. I've left those white. Just to get that real depth of shade in there. I'm very fast. It doesn't feel fast, you know. It feels like I'm being really slow. It feels like I'm taking a long time. So I think I'm going to have my bird crumb cake, but it's just fun. I just absolutely love it. There's something really quite therapeutic about colouring them. Oh, thank you, Debbie. What colour did I use for the music sheets? The mice are holding. That was crumb cake. Again, I don't know if you can see it. The light is fading, but it's just a little bit of crumb cake. And it just ties the whole thing in as well. If I'd used a different colour, then you're just adding more colours into the mix. And I don't know, I just didn't feel like it needed more colour. So this is my little birdie. Bit of dark crumb cake, bit of light. Try and blend the two together. Quite a small area, but again on the wings. Yeah, the light is fading. Oh, you're welcome. Welcome. I think it looks fab. I've just got to hope it works with the finished piece now. Anything could happen. So that's his head. And what colour? I don't know. I can't even see. I need this light on. That's why it's not working. That's better. Now I can see what I'm doing. So I feel like we need some more of that parakeet party. I might go for just boots or scarf. Boots or scarf? Scarf. Dark. I haven't used this colour much actually, the parakeet party. It's really nice. Very bright. Very, very nice. And we'll just go for a little bit of polished pink. The bird's got style. Polished pink on the boots there. Okay. Let's put these to one side and out come the snips. Because all this needs fussy cutting. I haven't yet looked. There is a launch of dies coming up. Let's zoom you out again now we're done colouring. There's a launch of dies coming up, which it's called Perfect Partners. I haven't managed to have a look at it yet. I don't know if anybody else has. Some of the stamps in the catalogue that don't have dies, they're doing a bit of a special where you can get the dies to combine with the stamp sets, which looks awesome. But as I don't know which ones are on it yet. I wonder if this one will have dies, because I know fussy cutting is not for everybody. Isn't it funny though, where I find it amazing where inspiration can come from. So yeah, I was really struggling this afternoon. Could not seem to get anything made. I've been struggling for a few days, and I was like, I've got to get something sorted. These are beautiful and bright, aren't they, Anita? Thank you. Yeah, I hope they look good on the card as well. But yeah, I'm happy with how they've come out here. And yeah, I was struggling for a few days with this set, and I was like, but it's such a nice set. I can't understand why I can't make something I'm happy with. And then all of a sudden, I pulled out the blending brush and the Starry Sky ink for this background, because yeah, all I was going to do was leave it white. And I thought, actually, let's blending brush that. And then boom, kind of sparks came, and I find it fascinating where inspiration can come from. And sometimes walking away from it can help as well. I'm not very good at that, I must admit. I tend to sit here and kind of persevere and go, it will come. And actually, sometimes if you just walked away and then came back to it, it might help. But yeah, it's a skill I'm yet to learn. Right, so a lot of this lower bit here is going to be hidden, but that's fine. We'll just cut it out neatly. Looking good. And your pens are here, Anita, so I'll bring them for you tomorrow, which is, I'm sure you'll be pleased to hear. The other reason that you might not want to use thick card to colour images like this onto is because fussy cutting out thick card is actually harder. I do sometimes struggle. It buckles a little bit. So when you go around areas like this, you would find that a little bit more challenging. The more we work, sometimes the inspiration flows. I completely agree. Yeah, just kind of keep going, and then something will just happen, and that little spark, and it's like a chain reaction, and it all kind of just falls into place. Yeah, I know a lot of people struggle with it, and they think, oh, I'm no good. I can't get any ideas. It's hard. It's hard sometimes. Look inside, and sometimes reduce the amount of stuff that you're going to work with. I find that can help. Or look on kind of tutorial bundles. That's where I got a little bit of inspiration from this week for another card I had to make. Completely different to what I was inspired by, mind you, but the layout was very similar. So I used it like a bit of a sketch challenge. Look on people's blogs. So you guys can always look on my blog, my website, my Instagram channel, just to get that little spark that you might need to get going. I've got to make another card as well, which I haven't done yet, and I'm not sure if I will get done. For children's, it could be a children's card for kids, which again, the theme is something I struggle with a little bit, but I've got plenty of sets. Like the hippos would be awesome for that, the elephants, or even these mice. Little children's Christmas card. So I think those bright colours just really stand out on that background. So let's pop this together. I think that's all the fussy cutting. I thought I still had one more to cut, but I've done it all. You're an amazing fussy cutter too. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I even surprised myself there. I literally thought I had one more thing to fussy cut, but I was just so busy chatting to you guys that it's all done. There are no mice dies. Oh, that's a shame, Debbie, isn't it? That is a shame. These would have been really nice. Right, so it's 1:45. So I'm not going to fussy cut. I'm not going to cut the things. I've already got them made, basically. I've already got them cut because I was just playing around. And the other set I had was the holly leaves. I had this set out on my desk for something, and these already cut leaves were in the case. The sleeve looks like a tissue up the sleeve. I can't see what you're seeing, but I can only imagine. I know your mind works in funny ways, Antiana, and I know you won't mind me saying that. Right, I've got these out on my desk, so I thought we could pop some of those in the corner. See where I'm going? These are fab, and they are from the Hollyberry dies. Beautiful, beautiful big leaves, and that one there for the sentiment as well. So some really nice sentiment dye there as well. So yeah, love those. I'm doing a stamp camp with those in October, and it comes with, I've buried the stamp set, so I can't show you, but it comes with a really nice stamp set. I've packed it up ready for tomorrow. Comes with a really nice stamp set, some gorgeous papers. Basically, you buy the suite and you get access to the stamp camp, and I send you out products to make 13 cards with, all for free. All you do is buy the suite. So really, really good value if you fancy joining us for that. You bought the Holly stamps set and regret not buying the dies. I know, do you know, I've done that so often. But yeah, these are really pretty. Really pretty. And I've cut out the holly. You get this background one, and you get it with the leaves as well. So you get this kind of background dye. Oh, background dye. Oh, hey, Tilly. Love the blends. Yes, me too. I've been using them a lot in preparation for the blends course, and everybody here must be sick to death of me talking about it. But there's 4 places left if anybody wants to come and join us. Open worldwide. So there's the 2 dyes. You get the big shape, and that's just basically, you can have any colour underneath. And then this one here cuts out this more intricate dye, and that just will lay over the top. I'm very happy with this card. Thank you, Anita. Yeah, I'm really happy with where it's going. So this is just cut from silver foil, and this is cut from basic white cardstock, and then you just overlay them like that, and then that background just shows through and gives you that look of holly. So I'm just going to grab some glue and put that on the back of the basic white section, just a couple of dobs. I don't want it squeezing out everywhere all over my foil,